welcome to TrioTech training software programs. Give me a moment. I'll just admit the students who are in waiting. So, welcome to TrioTech software training program. My name is Abhishek, and I'm the trainer of this training program. And this training program is for Oracle Fusion Financials Cloud, right? And today is a demo session where we'll be giving you the demo of the classes, how we are going to have these classes, and what are the key aspects that we are going to cover as a part of this training program. So that is something we'll be covering. Now, let me start with a quick introduction. So first is about the training program. So this training program is for Oracle Fusion Financials Cloud, right? So the first two classes that we'll be having are the demo classes, and then later on we'll be having the regular classes. The training program is conducted by TrioTech Software Training Organization. So it's a company who takes the training programs in Oracle Fusion technology, right? And my name is Abhishek. I'm the Oracle Cloud certified trainer for this training program. Now, before moving to the insights of the training program, what we are going to do, which application we are going to pick up for this training. Let me give you a quick introduction about this program, what we are going to do. So first is no coding required for this training program, right? So normally the convention is that if we are dealing with the application, so we should be having some knowledge on the codings, how to do codings and all, right? So here I would like to draw your attention. So no coding knowledge of the coding is required for this training program, right? So we are dealing in an application which works on a cloud platform, and it's an ERP application where we'll not be doing any coding, but still we'll be able to uh, learn how to use the application, how to configure the application, right? So first thing here, who all are the students who are joining this program, right? So we have a mixed match of population, right? So we have the freshers, the fresher who are recently graduated or done their post graduation, and now they are looking for an opportunity in the ERP domain, ERP platform, right? Then we have the experienced students who are already doing jobs, but predominantly not in an ERP environment. So they don't have an ERP experience, but still now they want to gain the experience in the ERP, and then from there they want to upskill themselves and they want to continue the journey in Oracle Fusion Financial. Then we have third set of population who are already trained in ERP or who have already worked in ERP, but not predominantly in the Oracle Fusion financial application, right? So as a part of the training, they want to upskill themselves, and then they want to take this opportunity further where they can have job opportunities in the field of Oracle Fusion financials, right? Let me move ahead here. Now, a quick introduction about myself. So my name is Abhishek Kumar. So I'm an Oracle certified implementation consultant with overall 12 plus years of experience in the field of Oracle consulting. So it's been more than 12 years I've been working with Oracle, and predominantly I've been working in Oracle Cloud technology, which is the name of which is Oracle Fusion Financials, right? So during this course of journey, I have worked in 10 plus end-to-end implementation projects and support projects. So I've worked for various implementation projects, various application implementation and support projects in various legislation. So I've worked for US clients, I've worked for UK clients, I've worked for Middle East clients, I've worked for Singapore, Australia. So various clients. So overall, I can say I have got the global exposure in working in various legislation, and this helped me to cover the various business practices that are being followed globally, right? So because of this, I was able to gain that experience, right? Now, as a part of the training program, I have delivered more than 13 training programs, that too from the corporate sector. So normally what happens, the consumers or the businesses who are actually using this application, they do conduct the training programs for their employees so that their employees can upskill themselves in terms of how to use the application, what are the in and outs of the application, and how they can effectively use the application for managing their day-to-day business activities, right? So in order to deliver that, we do conduct the corporate training program. And then have worked with various organizations like Deloitte, Oracle, EY, PwC. So with them, I have worked for various implementation and support projects where we have implemented projects in various legislation, various countries. And then also I have worked with them. Some other organizations I've also worked, some mid-sized organizations and small-sized organizations. But yeah, these are some of the few names from the Big Fours which stands here. So this was a quick introduction about myself and some of the quick do's and don'ts. So as a part of this demo session, we have a fixed set of agenda that we are going to cover in today's session. So there are some recommendations from our side, which will help us to effectively cover our predefined agenda, right? So first thing about this particular meeting. So this meeting is very well recorded, and the recordings will be shared with all the students once we are done with the demo sessions, right? And meanwhile, we are having this demo session. You're requested you to keep yourself on mute so that we can effectively cover our agenda. And also there is no disturbance during the meeting recordings. Now, most important, any questions? So yes, you should be having many questions. And the request here is anytime you have any questions, you can either keep a note of those questions, or you can also use the Zoom chat to mention those questions. So what we'll be doing once our agenda is covered, at the end of the session, we'll be having a question and answer round where I'll be taking individually all the questions. I'll be trying to answer along with my team so that you get more clarity on this training program, and it will help you to take a decision regarding the continuation of this training program. Now, let's begin with today's agenda. Let's have a quick overview of what exactly we are going to cover in this demo session today. So we'll start with the introduction of ERP, right? So what is an ERP? So as I mentioned before, we have a mixed match of population where we have freshers and also the students as a part of the team who are from the non-ERP background. So it's very important for them to understand first what is an ERP, how it actually works, right? Then we'll go to the next part, which is Oracle Fusion application evolution. So basically, the training program that we are doing here is for one of the application, which is developed by Oracle Corporation, right? The name of the application is Oracle Fusion. We'll talk about how this application was developed, what are the key insights about this application. So it will be kind of like going through the history of this application so that we have an understanding, right? That the application in which we are going to have this training, how it evolved, and what are the key aspects of this application, right? So we'll be covering it here as a part of evolution and as a part of what is Oracle Fusion application. Then, just give me a second. So we'll talk about the next part, which is types of companies which are involved in this application, right? So if it is a software application, definitely there are some companies or organizations which are involved in the development of the application, involved in the implementation of the application, and also the end user companies who actually use this application. So we'll cover all these three aspects: who has developed, who actually implements the application, who are the end users of this application, right? Then we'll have a small insight about the Oracle Fusion environmental releases, that how the application develops, how it gets upgraded time to time, what is the schedule that's being followed in order to get the application upgraded. So overall, these topics team will help you to understand about the application that we are talking about, right? Also, additionally, we'll talk about the oral application framework, right? How and which framework the application works, what is the overall framework of the application, how various modules or various subject areas are covered as a part of the application, right? Then we'll walk through about some of the key insights on the training side. Like first is what are the modules which we are going to offer as a part of this training program. So that's something very important, right? So here we'll have an understanding what is the overall scope of this training program, what are the areas that we are going to cover as a part of this training program, and what is the approach that we are going to follow in order to complete this training program, right? And then once this training program is completed, the question that will be coming is, okay, Abhishek, at the end of the training, what is something that we should be expecting out of the market, right? Because majority or many of you are almost everyone, I can say, are here to secure a good job or to get promoted in the existing job environment, or even we do have the students who are actually looking for change their domain, work domain, who want to shift in from other non-ERP background to the ERP platforms, and they want to enter this world of ERP domain, right? So for that, what are the kind of job opportunities or job profiles which are available in the market? So that is where I'll be talking about the different job profiles and roles which are available in the market as a part of the Oracle Fusion Financials. Then at last we'll be talking why to choose TrioTech, right? So why to choose TrioTech software training program apart in comparison to the other platforms which are available in the market. So what is that different thing by we are offering and how we are offering? So that is something we'll understand as a part of this topic. And then we'll follow up with a question and answer round where I'll be answering all your questions and along with my admin team. So we'll be covering it here as a part of the Q&A round, right? So, hope team, the agenda is clear, and now we are good to go. Good to start the topic. All right. So let's start with the first topic. So, what is an ERP? So, as the name suggests, it is Enterprise Resource Planning, right? So, let me help you to understand with the help of an example. So, I'll give you a practical example, and it will help you to understand the overall concept of ERP. So, what used to happen previously? So previously, when there was no concept of ERP, or where the technology, the information technology was not that developed, so how business used to run? So business always used to maintain their records in some systems or manually, right? So that was the only option that was available that time, right? So for example, the financials, right? So predominantly majority of you are from the financials background, right? So we know that as a part of the financial, we need to maintain various details in order to record our transaction. So it can be customer related transaction where we sell some goods and services. So that are our revenue related transactions, right? Or we might be purchasing some goods and services from the suppliers. So we need to maintain those records, right? So either it was maintained in some local systems or it was manually maintained as a part of the overall transactions, right? Then apart from that, there might be possibility that the business is involved in the production of goods, right? So they're procuring some raw materials, converting it into finished goods, and then finally selling it to the consumer, right? So in that case, the production related activities is also required to be maintained, right? And also, if we are talking about the raw materials and goods, right? So same way the inventory is used to be maintained, right? So for all these transactions, we didn't have any single system. There was segregated system. So either the records were maintained manually or records were maintained in individual system, right? Then with the development of the information technology, the concept of ERP came into picture. So enterprise resource planning, where systems were developed, uh, one single system was developed, and under that system different business processes or different business work area were combined and integrated into one application, right? So with the introduction of the ERP, now I'll be able to maintain all my financial systems in one system, all my production related activities in one system, all my inventory related activities in one system, all my human resources related activity. So human resources means the employee related activity, the payroll, the salary payments, the recruitment related activities, these activities now can be maintained into one platform. So the name of the platform of the technology is the ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Now, is it only one platform, or is this platform is owned by only one company? So the answer is no. This overall technology is ERP is one technology, and then there are various companies who have developed their products based on these technologies, right? So we have Oracle as one of the company who have their own ERP product. Then you might have heard of SAP, who have their own product. Then we have Salesforce, who have developed their own product. And similarly, we have many other companies like Microsoft and all who have developed their own ERP. Give me a second. All right. So ERP is the technology, and within that technology, there are various technology players who have developed their own product, bringing into one roof all different business areas, and that's why the product is called the ERP product. And each organization who have developed their products, they have given their different naming conventions or different names to their application that they have developed. Right. So, for example, we are talking about Oracle. So, the name of the product, which is the ERP product, which is developed by Oracle, is Oracle Fusion. Similarly, SAP has developed their own ERP product, and the name of the product is SAP HANA, right? So, likewise, Salesforce and Microsoft 365. So, every different organization or market player, they have developed their own ERP product. So, hope you understood what is the concept of ERP, right? And how various business activities like financial, supply chain, operations, commerce, reporting, manufacturing will be maintained in the single ERP product. And that is something which is the requirement of the day. And that is something which was required. And now, as we have an understanding of the ERP, now let's understand within ERP the product which was developed by a company called Oracle, right? So it's a US-based tech company who has developed this product called Oracle Fusion, right? So this was one of the first cloud-based product which was ERP product which was introduced and which was deployed across the globe, right? And the name of the product is Fusion. Now, how actually it evolved, right? Is it something which was developed in one single go, or there was continuously development activities which were done, right? So answer is before 2006. So I'm just going into the history. So before 2006, individual platforms were available in the market, right? Individual platform means, so there were platforms like Oracle e-business suite, which was owned by Oracle, right? It was a tool, it was the software which or application which was very the best in time in Oracle financials as well as the supply chain activities. Then there was PeopleSoft. Then similarly, there was a platform called JD Edward Enterprises, JD Edward Word, Siebel. So all these individual platforms before 2006 were experts in these certain areas, were operating in the market. So in the year 2006, what Oracle did, Oracle company took over all these best platforms which are available in the market, and then start working on a single application by integrating all these individual market players, right? So in the year 2011, it came up with a new application called Oracle Fusion. And so finally, the Oracle Fusion Cloud application was introduced, and uh, it was released in the year 2011. So the initial, whenever you'll see the initial release or you'll read somewhere the initial release of Oracle Fusion, so it started with release 11 as it was introduced in the year 2011. Now, what this application consisted of? So this application, which was introduced in 2011, consisted of the best in the market players, right? So or best in the market platforms, right? So it consists of features of Oracle e-business suite, so that it can give you the services like Oracle Financial, Supply Chain, then Siebel for the CRM, Customer Resource Management, then Hyperion for the reporting purpose, eBusiness Suite for the financial purpose, JD Edwards for the procurement purpose. So like that, all these platforms are combined together in one application to give you the best of the output as required by the various businesses, right? So quick history is mentioned here. So the application was launched in September 2010. So the initial launching was done in 2012, and then it was released to the open world so that the various businesses can use it in the year 2011. Right. So now, what this consisted of? It consisted of a combination of various features and functionalities of the best ERP platforms available in the market. So whatever the best platforms which were available in the market were combined to one application, and the name of the application was kept as Oracle Fusion. Now, about this application, is it something works on cloud or it's a non-cloud application? So Oracle Fusion is a cloud-based application, right? So the especially for the freshers, the question that may arise here, like what's a cloud-based platform? So if you have seen recently, right, all our different websites and different let's say social media platforms that we use, right, all are available on the cloud, right? So when it says on the cloud, which means that these can be easily accessed over the internet. So what you need, just need a machine, you need an internet connection, and then you can easily access those applications. There is no need to install anything on your device. So install means, so traditionally previously, if you need to use any software or any application, first you had to get it installed in your systems, right? Using some CDs or using some software programs and all, right? So that is how it used to be done before, right? But nowadays it's just like a cloud platform where you can just easily go and access the services, or you can just access the application using the credential. So those are something which are called the application which are hosted on cloud platform, and Oracle Fusion is one such application. Then this application be deployed. So various modes of deployment which are there, right? So we'll talk more in detail in the upcoming sessions. So the application can be deployed in a private mode, in a public mode, in a hybrid cloud, right? So private mode means where there's a big organization who just want to have the restricted access to themselves, and they want to maintain that application within their premises. So that is where it can be deployed as a private cloud also. Then as a public cloud where application is maintained by Oracle itself, and then it is deployed across the globe as a public cloud feature. So these are various modes of deployment of the cloud application, which is Oracle Fusion, right? So that was a quick brief about the evaluation of the Oracle Fusion application. So how it was developed and then how it was deployed. Now let's understand Fusion, right? So now we know what's an ERP. Now within ERP, who is Oracle and what they have developed? They have developed Fusion. Now let's understand within the Oracle how it works as an application, Oracle Fusion. So it's based on the open standard architecture or open standard based platforms, right? So as I previously I spoke, so the best platforms which are available at that point of time, which are best in their subject areas. So all those open platforms were combined together and the application was created, right? So Oracle Fusion application is it's a suite of application, right? It's not an individual application, but within the application, it's an overall suite, overall package where different platforms are combined together into one application, and it's a cloud-based application, right? It is deployed on the cloud, right? So it consists of various subject areas like ERP, like financials. Then it has supply chain management, which takes care of your overall supply chain activities and your manufacturing activities. Then it has human capital management, right, which takes care of your employee management, compensation or salary management. Then it has customer experience, which takes care of your customer related activities, right? So all these platforms are combined into one application, which is Oracle Fusion. Right. So hope that is clear, like how and on what is the architecture in which Oracle Fusion works. Right. Now, what is the object? What is the advantage? Right. So, what is the advantage of having this ERP or having various platform under one application? Right. So, because of the development of this application, which is Oracle Fusion Cloud, now the ERP is a complete modern and cloud ERP suite that provides your team with the advanced capabilities, right? So before that, what used to happen as there were different applications, so anywhere the activities were not integrated, someone has to manually take the input from one system and then manually take it from other system and then do the reportings and all. So all those things were time taking, time consuming. It was not that effective. Human intervention was very high, right? Now, with the introduction of the cloud technology, what happened? It gives the teams or the employees who are using this application, it gives them the advanced capabilities such as usage of AI to automate the manual process, right? So before everything was manual, now the more focusing on the automation, right? So one is the automation, second focus is the efficiency, right? So various platform combined into one application, we can effectively extract the reports out of the application, which are more effective and more detailed, right? So with lesser or minimal human efforts, right? Or manual intervention, I'll say that. So how it will help, right? So if you have like more automation and what the data is more in sync, more detailed reporting can be done. So how it is helpful for the any business, like not only us but any business. So first, it will help the business to get the real time information, right? That is one of the important key thing, one of the important thing. And also it will help them to take decisions based on the information which is available in the application, so that they can gain a competitive advantage over their competitors, right? So in comparison to the previous approach where everything is manual, time consuming with errors, now because of the introduction of this technology, everything can be automated, can be synchronized in a more effective way, can be reported in a more detailed way, so that real-time information is available and to gain advantage over the competitive business environment. Right. So that is something which was expected out of the Fusion, and that is something which is Oracle Fusion is delivering. Now, if we have after we have this understanding that what is Oracle Fusion, how the application overall architecture works. Now the question that comes is like what all companies or who are the companies or which industries which are involved in the usage of this application, right? Because some application or software is developed, then it has to be used for public use only, right? So which as it's a software and it is used for is used by various industries. So who all are the predominant users who use this application, right? So these are some of the key sectors, right? As mentioned here, who use this app, which use this application, right? So on the top we have the IT information technology companies, right, who use quite a lot uh, this application for maintaining their day-to-day business operations, right? Then we also have the healthcare sector, right? So in the healthcare sector also there are various companies or various organizations or hospitals who have implemented this software, this application, and they're effectively using for maintaining their day-to-day business transactions. Then we have hospitality industries, we have telecom, we have financial services, then we have shipping and logistic industries who are now working on the Oracle Fusion, who are the end users of the Oracle Fusion application. These are some key industrial sectors that I'm presenting it here, right? Now, our account. So in this particular picture, you can see a rough count of the in various companies who are using in various sectors this application. So around 4,960 different users or different companies in the information and technology sectors has been using this particular application, and same way with the other sectors also. Now, on the top of my mind, I do remember that some of the key companies in India also they are using the Oracle Fusion application. So if we talk about the telecom
Abhishek,
space,
sorry to cut you.
yeah,
Can you
sure,
be a bit slow? Don't mind. Sorry.
yeah, sure, sure, yeah, I'll do
Thanks.
it. All right. So I'll repeat this topic again, right? So we were talking about the key industries who are working on this technology or who are using this application. So some of the key sectors are information and technology. So you have many information technology companies in India, outside India, who are working on Oracle Fusion application for maintaining their day-to-day business operation. So some of the companies I can take name as TCS. They manage all their activities using Oracle Fusion. Then on the telecommunication side, we have Airtel, so who use Oracle. Then from the financial services, I remember that we have HDFC banks. Then we have AU Small Finance Bank, who works on Oracle Fusion cloud platform, right? And similarly, we have for the other sectors also, like shipping and logistics, right? So shipping, I do remember like FedEx, DHL. So all these companies, which are big giants in the industry, right? So they do use Oracle Fusion application for managing their business activities, right? So some of the examples here for the end users, right? So then let me move to the next part. So this is one of the survey here. So there's a company called Gartner who conducts some of the leading surveys across the industries for various companies involved in various information technology services and also digitalization. So one of the surveys that were conducted. So this is the survey for 2023, and then soon 2024 surveys will also be out, right? So as per the survey, the leading cloud technology service provider in the industry. So Oracle is on the top. The Oracle Fusion is on the top. Then followed by other competitors like SAP. then we have Microsoft 365 Dynamics and all, right? So if we talk about the global leaders, so yeah, Oracle Fusion Financial Cloud ERP is still the leading technology, and this is something which is the trending from the last many years, right? Because Oracle was the one who has introduced Oracle Cloud application, and right from there, it has updated, upgraded a lot based upon the various business requirements, global business requirements, and then still one of the leading Oracle Fusion application across the industry. Right. So this was a quick overview on the survey, like who are the leaders and what are the which are the different companies which are available in the market. Right. Now, as I mentioned here, team, that this technology or this application works in the Oracle Cloud. So a quick comparison here, like what happens if the technology is on cloud, or what is the difference in comparison to the traditional applications which are not on cloud, which are on premises, right? So the one which is hosted over cloud is called cloud application. The other ones we call it as on premises application, right? So some of the key differences we have highlighted here so that you understand the differences between the two, right? So there are still in the market there you'll be seeing on premises application, including the one from Oracle side, right? So along with the other competitors, Oracle also have the on-premises application, but now the focus is on cloud because the recent the cloud market is the technology of the future. Yeah, so that's why you'll be seeing more and more companies coming into the cloud platform, right? So some of the key differences here. So first is how we can access the application, right? So if we compare it with the other applications which are on premises, which are not in cloud, Oracle Fusion application can be accessed over cloud only, right? So cloud is the platform which is used here for the access of the application, for the usage of the application. And then the other applications which are on premises, so it is not hosted on cloud, but this is something which is uh, implemented within the premises of the businesses. For example, if I have a business, I want to get the application implemented. So, and if it is implemented within the premises, then only I'll be able to use those application. And then do have restrictions that yes, this can be used within the premises only and cannot be used outside the premises. So those kind of restrictions were there on the on premises. Whereas if you compare it to the cloud, the cloud has a beautiful feature like anytime, anywhere access, right? So this is with the introduction of this technology, remote working has now become pretty successful and pretty convenient, right? So because of this technology only, now you can sit anywhere in the world and then still you can do your working, you can manage your applications, can manage your business operations. So that is something which can be done through cloud only. Now the another question that comes, who actually maintains these technologies, like if it is on premises or if it is cloud? So in case of cloud, it is Oracle who is actually responsible for maintaining the overall application. Whereas in case it is an on-premises application, it is generally managed by the company who actually who are using the application, right? So that is how the overall maintenance part is done, right? Now, in case of like cloud application, who actually maintains the data or where the data is maintained, right? So in case of an or a cloud-based platform or cloud-based application, it is the Oracle who maintains the data, and that too in data centers. So Oracle do have various data centers across the globe where the data or the related to various businesses is maintained in a secured manner. But in case of on-premises, it is generally the companies who are using the application, they maintain the data on their own, right? So it's their responsibility, right? Now, the next part. So apart from this, like, so let's say, for example, apart from the application, if there's any additional development that has to be done. So normally what happens is when we use the application, there are some new developments or custom developments which are done. So is this option is available in cloud? So that is one of the very basic or very relevant question, which is normally asked by the businesses or even the students may have this kind of queries. So yes, you do have an option where uh, additionally, apart from the application, we can also subscribe for the services from Oracle, where we can do our custom developments. Whereas in case of on-premises, yes, there are options available, but again, that is not something which is not cloud hosted. That is something which you have to maintain as a part of your application within your premises, right? So various naming conventions which are available for on premises as well, the cloud technology, and so same are mentioned here. So the idea here is, when we talk about the cloud platform, this is something easy to maintain, easy to deploy, and this with the introduction of this cloud platform, what happened, like now the implementation has become pretty much convenient and pretty much faster, right, in comparison to the other on-premises application. And the most important thing is anytime, anywhere access, so you can still work from the remote location, and you can effectively complete your business transaction. So that is something which is very critical, or which is very important feature as a part of the cloud technology, right? So with this, I'll move to the next part. So in Oracle Fusion, right? So now what you need to understand here is, so development of application is something which happened in 2006. Now, is it only a one-time development, right? Any technology which is developed, so it is developed once, then it is deployed, right? But with the with time, so there might be a chances where it requires more development, or it has to be sync with the latest upgrades or latest business requirements. So now you see, the business requirements keeps on changing. Every year the laws change, every year the technology change, right? So your application also has to be in sync with the latest developments, right? So for example, now recently AI is into limelight, right? So even AI, your application is should be uh, it should be in sync with the AI features, right? So those kind of enhancements and upgrade is something which has to be done on a periodic basis, and it's an ongoing process. It happens every time, right? So for that, Oracle do it has a maintenance or we call it as version upgrade policy, right? So time to time periodic upgrades are done in the application, where it not only fix the bugs which are there in the application, but also introduce the latest features which are, or latest technologies which are available in the market, right? So these technologies are in sync with the business processes which are being followed, or business practices which are being followed globally. So those features are developed, they put in sync with those business practices, and then they are introduced as a part of the version update policies, right? So there is a fixed schedule on which Oracle as per which the Oracle application gets upgraded, right? So in the upcoming session, so we'll see some of the detail on these topics, like what are the early releases, what is the current release, and how the naming convention, or how the schedule, the overall version update policy schedule works, right? So we'll have a detailed look when we have the demo on the application. So at that point of time, we'll be discussing this topic, right? But yes, yeah, what we need to understand as of now, yeah, that each and every application has to be upgraded based on the latest business requirements. And yes, yeah, in order to comply with that policy, Oracle do Fusion application do have a version upgrade policy, which is what and the frequency also I can tell you. So the frequency is quarterly upgrade policy. So every quarterly new upgrades are released, where new features are introduced in the application, and any existing feature which is no more into use, or which is not required any bugs, so those are resolved as a part of the version upgrade policy, right? So this is on the part of the Oracle Cloud environmental releases, right? Now, a quick overview, right? So how the application looks like, right? So if you see, this is how your application will look like. Now, if you see, there are various areas, subject areas, right? So for example, enterprise resource planning, ERP. So under ERP, we have financials, we have accounting hub, we have various other areas like procurement, ERP analysis, ERP cloud, and all. Right. Similarly, in the human capital management, we have various subject areas like compensation, employee recruitment, and all. Same way with the supply chain, we have supply chain, inventory management, logistics, and all. Now, is it something which, as a part of application, we will be getting, right? So that is something we need to understand. So what happens is, the cloud application is based on a subscription model, right? So it says that we have developed a application that consists of all these business functions, various business functions related to various subject areas like supply chain, financials, human capital management. So the model here that is adopted is whatever you require as a part of your business, you can have a subscription of, right? So it is like if I need only financial modules to be used as a part of my business organization, what I can do, I can subscribe for financial modules. If I need additionally supply chain management to maintain my inventory, manufacturing, production activities, then I can subscribe for human capital, supply chain, and then also, if I want to also maintain my payroll related activities or employee related activities, I can additionally subscribe for human capital management. So as of now, in this picture, you can see these are the key areas which are available, but you'll be only subscribing for the subject areas that you'll be required as a part of your business, right? So there's just one screenshot which will help you to understand how the application subject areas look like, right? And here there is something called SaaS, right? So it's a kind of software services, right? Because software has already been developed by Oracle, but now it is providing on subscription basis. So the overall platform, which is called as software as a services, where you can subscribe for the services that you require from Oracle side. Okay. Now, here we'll understand within the different subject areas. So there is a concept called modules, right? So once we proceed further in the training, so we'll see like within financial also we have something sub divisions which are called modules, right? So what these stands for and what are the key roles of these modules while doing the application implementation. So what Oracle has done, so there are various business, business activities. So there are supply related activities, there are customer related activities, there are employee related activities, right? There are reporting related activities. So what the Oracle has done as a part of the application, it has combined the common features into one subject area, and that particular subject area is called module, right? So for example, here all your supply related activities like supply invoicing, supply payments is something which is maintained as a part of your accounts payable module, right? Here, if you can see here, then all your assets, because as business will be running, business will be owning some asset like plant and machinery, furniture, those are the assets segments, right? So all asset related transaction is something which will be done as a part of your asset module. Okay. Now, apart from that, we have like cash management. So in the cash management module or your cash related activities, uh, like maintaining of your bank balances, reconciliation of your uh, bank statements, all those are something which is maintained as a part of your cash management activities. Same way with the customers. So customer related transaction, revenue related transaction, something which is maintained in the accounts receivable activity, right? So what I'm trying to tell you here is, as a part of the application, we have various subject areas like financials, human capital management, customer relationship management, and these are further divided into various modules, considering the various business processes which are involved. So all similar business functions are something which will be available in one of the module, and like that, the different module bifurcation is done. So hope you understood this concept of module, right? And yeah, so this is how we'll be continuing our training. So when we move forward, we'll talk about the individual modules in detail and we'll understand the scope of this module and how these can be implemented. So team, hope this is clear.
Yes.
All right. Now, with this, we'll move to the next part, right, which is Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial Suite. So, what is available as a part of the financial suite, right? So, as predominantly this training is for financial part, so we'll be focusing on the financial part only. And within financial part, what are the different subject areas or what are the different modules which are available? We'll talk about those modules, right? So, if we talk about the financial suite, so the overall modules or the different modules which are available can be divided into two parts. One is the core modules and second one is the other modules. Other modules, or we can also call it as additional modules, right? So in the core modules, you'll be able to see general ledger as one of the modules. So what are the activities that are done within the GL? So that is something we'll talk about in the upcoming sessions. But yeah, as of now, we understand that these are the modules. So core modules, we have general ledger, we have accounts payable module where all the supply related transactions are done. Then we have fixed asset module where all your fixed asset related to business is maintained. We have accounts receivable where all your customer related transactions are maintained. Then we have cash management or where all your bank related transactions are maintained, like statement reconciliation, all your payment related reconciliation, your customer receipt related reconciliation. So all those activities are which are related to specific areas are maintained in these modules. And if you see, these are the five core modules which are there as a part of the financial modules. Then apart from that, we do have some additional modules or other modules, right? So we have intercompany modules, then we have expenses module. So sometimes what happens, like employee who are working within the organization, so company do provide them option to incur various business expenses and then claim those expenses as a part of the reimbursement. So those can also be maintained as a part of the financial module under expense management. Then we have advanced collections. So this is responsible for collections from the customers. Then tax module, which is responsible for calculating your direct and indirect taxes. Then we have Fusion Accounting Hub, Revenue Management, Lease Accounting, Joint Venture. So various modules, and the list doesn't end here, right? So there are various other modules, additional modules which are available. So uh, 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 so all these modules are available as a part of your financial suite. Now the question that comes, team, here is who and how we are going to decide that which modules are to be used, right? So depending upon the business requirement, so it's a joint effort between Oracle and the business, where Oracle understands the business requirement in detail, and then it is decided how which modules is some which are applicable here as a part of your overall application implementation. So this is how we will be proceeding, right? Now let me give you some details here. Okay. So, some of the key insight, what all the modules which are we are going to cover as a part of this training program. So, there's something very important. So, there's something we need to understand. So, this will give you an idea about the scope of this training. Okay. So, as a part of this training, we'll be covering all the core modules of the Oracle Fusion financials, including general ledger, accounts payable, fixed assets, accounts receivable, and cash management. Right. So, what are the things that we are going to cover as a part of this training program? So, there are two aspects. So, I'm just giving you the broader aspect so that you understand the scope of training. So there are two aspects. One is the application configuration, right? So that means that how we are going to configure these individual applications or individual modules, right? How the overall setups will be done. So that is something we'll be understanding, as well as we'll also be understanding how to use this module, right? So each of these modules have different business processes. So how to run those processes, how to do the accounting, how the accounting entries gets drawn, how to do the reporting, how to create the reports. So all these subject areas will be covered as a part of this training program, right? So will not be restricted only in understanding that how the modules are used or how the business process are run, but also we'll learn how to configure this application, right? So individual modules configuration is something we'll be covering along with the various business processes. Then additionally, apart from this, what else we'll be covering? We'll be covering the security aspect, how we can use the application in a secured manner. What are the security aspects which are available, right? We'll learn about the approvals, right? So various business transaction which requires approval, right? So how those approvals can be done within the system. What are the options which are available? So that is something we'll understand as part of this training program. Then we'll talk about how to upload the data. So there might be a possibility where various data related to business processes is required to be uploaded in the system. So we'll understand what are the options which are available in order to upload the data. And along with that, we'll also have sessions where we'll understand the reporting tool, where we will understand how to create your own reports, right? So apart from the application, if there is a need for the business to create their own custom reports, so how to create those using the reporting tools which are available in the application. So those areas we'll cover in detail, right, as a part of the sessions, right? Now, so once this training program is done, so the question now that comes is like, okay, what is the output of this training program? What we can expect once this training program is over? right? So at the end, the objective is to secure a job, or to get promoted in the ERP Oracle Fusion financials, right? So what are the different roles which are available in the market, right? So once this training program is done, you can apply for Oracle Fusion functional consultant, or you can apply for the post of Oracle Fusion technical consultant. And also you have an opportunity to work with various organizations, right, who are actually using the Oracle, right, as an end user, right? So for example, there is a customer who have got their Oracle implemented. So there are users who are required to actually run the application or to maintain those applications. So you can also have those roles available in the market, and you can effectively use those roles as a part of the job opportunity. So a quick overview of the job profiles. So there are various job profiles. Those are available here. I'll just give you the brief here. The detail of each one of these will take in the upcoming sessions. We'll understand how this job profile works, what are the key activities that are taken, and how you can easily apply for these jobs, right? So as various profiles which are available. So one, as an implementation consultant, you can apply for. As an application support consultant, you can apply for. And also there is an additional profile which is a tester, or we call it as testing profile. So that is normally the companies who recruit the consultants only for the purpose of testing the application, whether the application is working as per the business requirements or not. So those are various work profiles which are recently available in the market based on this application, right? So this is on the work profile side. Now, let's also understand the various companies which are involved here, right? Uh, Although we're running out of time, but will not take much time here. So we'll understand these key concepts. So it will help you to understand like about this training program, the outcome of this training program, and the overall organizations which are involved here, right? So first is the product selling. So who has developed this product? So the company name Oracle Corporation, which is a US based tech company, has developed this product. And who are the companies who are actually implementing this product, right? So Oracle is selling the product, but there are companies who are involved in who are available in the market, who provide this functional this services for implementing the products for various end users, right? So so some of the big four companies, or some of the big names are mentioned here, like Oracle Consulting itself is a company who implement the product. Then we have IBM, we have Infosys, we have big fours like PwC, Deloitte. So those are the service providers who actually implement the product for the end users, right? Then we have the end user company, as we discussed before. So it can be from various industry backgrounds like IT, healthcare, banking, financial services, who actually works on the Oracle ERP platform. So who gets these product implemented for these service providers company, and who get the subscription from the product company, which is Oracle, right? Then we have this implementation methodology. So this is something we'll be covering in detail in the upcoming session, because I would like to take. So this is something a detailed topic, and this is a very important topic. So yeah, we need more time in this discussion. So yeah, we'll discuss one by one, stage by stage, how the overall implementation methodology works. At that point of time, we'll cover that. Now, coming back to the training plan. So how the training is planned, or what is the plan, or how we are going to cover various uh, modules as a part of this training. So this is the overall training plan is. So somewhere around 14 to 15 weeks, we are expecting this training to be continued, right? And module wise, these are the timelines that is expected. These are the standard timelines. So it may go plus minus 1 week. So can happen here, right? But this is how we are going to cover the overall topics as a part of this training plan. Now, some of the features the course or this training program is offering you. So this is something very important to understand. So the overall duration of this training program is around 2.5 months, plus minus 1 or 2 weeks, and somewhere around 70 plus hours of training will be delivered. The timing of this batch will be Monday to Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. IST. So that's an evening batch. So 8 to 9 p.m. That is 1 hour. But yeah, it may, like, we can extend based on our our preference, we can also extend it to 15, 20 minutes or 30 minutes based on the availability of all the students, right? Now, what we offer as a part of this training program, right? First is lifetime access to the video recording, right? So the approach that we use here as a part of the training is it's a more practical based approach and lesser of a theoretical based approach, right? So that is something which makes us different. So when we say practical based approach means, so in the during the classes we uh, uh, cover various all the topics or various topics which has been part of this training program in a practical manner where we provide live system demos, right? We do the configuration in the live environment, we test the functionalities or various processes in the live environment, and all the sessions which are done or which will be conducted will be recorded, and the recording will be available to all the students, and it's a lifetime access, right? So not a limited time access, it will be a lifetime access. Also, along with that, all the students will be given access to the cloud platforms, right? So you guys will be given the access of the application, right? And it will be provided for 5 months, right? So that you can also do the testings, you can also do the practice on your own, right? After the class, so that it will help you to gain more confidence in these applications, right? So that is where we'll be giving you the access. Now, apart from this, we'll also be giving you the access of the Oracle repository for Oracle Fusion Financial. So this is the repository where you can have all the notes which are available from Oracle side, all the updated notes on the application, how various functionalities work, what are the practical implications of various functionalities. So that access is something we'll be giving you, and that's also will be a lifetime access here, right? Now, on the placement side, like, apart from the course like features, like on the placement side, what are the advantages that we'll be offering you? So first thing is one-to-one doubt assistance, right? So apart from the class, when you'll be doing your own practice, you'll be having your doubts. So yes, those doubt assistants will be provided from our side, where the trainer as well as the admin team will be available for all kind of assistance. So whether it's related to training or any other activity, related to the or any clarification related to the oral domain and the related activities. So assistance will be available from our side, right? Then real-time project assignments. So these are the project assignments of whatever being taught in the class. Also as a part of the practice, assignments will be given where you'll be performing those assignment in the instances which has been shared with you, right? And also will be helping you with the resume preparation. So once you're done with the training and then you want to apply for the ERP jobs, then how your ERP resume reflecting your ERP training programs will should look like. So those are kind of assistance will be providing you. Also, we'll be helping you with the interview questions, that how the interview questions are asked, how to handle those interviews, how to answer those questions. So those kind of assistance will also be available from our side as a part of this training programs, right? And last but not the least, the referrals and for full-time and freelancing opportunities. So, think what we have types of various organizations. So it's big size and medium sized organizations who are actually working in implementing Oracle. So we have ties with them where any opportunities which are available in these companies. So yeah, we very well refer our consultants there, our trained consultants, and due preferences given to the trained consultant as a part of the job opportunity. So we do provide those kind of referrals to various organizations. So hope this is clear here. Uh, so these are some of the job referrals that we have given, and our consultants are placed in various organizations, and we proudly share this to our students. So these are some of the feedbacks about the training programs that has been provided from our students, right? All right. So some of the key organizations where our students have already able to secure jobs. So Deloitte, Accenture, Evosys, TechM, TCS, Capgemini. So yeah, these are various organizations. And along with that, we do have some other organizations where our students were able to secure job after the training programs they were enrolled in, right? So yeah, these are it. And then regarding the course fee and some ongoing offers, so I'll hand over this to our admin team, Mr. Kumar, so he'll be able to give you more details on this.
Yeah. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you.
Thanks for the session. Hi, everyone, team. This is Kumar. So basically, as Abhishek mentioned, the course offerings, the program will be for the duration of 2.5 months, Monday to Friday evening, 8 to 9 p.m. As today is the demo, we have planned out with the basic introduction to the application and what are the modules we have in this technology. And as part of this program, what are the modules that we are covering in this training program? That all we have discussed with team. So from tomorrow, the regular classes will be starting. And from tomorrow, the introduction to the application, how the Fusion Financials application will be, and starting with the security and general ledger. The training sessions will be kickstarting from tomorrow onwards, team. So usually the course price will be 25,000, but as part of the early bird offer for the people enrolling today or tomorrow, before the session tomorrow, I mean for one day, we are giving an offer price that is 22,999, team. And what additional benefit you will be getting here is usually we will provide 5 months of private server access for practicing the application. Usually you will be getting the demo instances everywhere, but we provide private server and it's a non-refreshable environment for the entire period of 5 months. You can able to implement one full life cycle of project in that. It's a non-refreshable private server. With this early bird offer, people who enrolling on day one, you will be getting the course with a discount price of 22,999 and 2 months of additional private server access worth of rupees 6,000 you will be getting, team. So now total you will get 7 months of server access for practicing the application. So the offer will be valid for the day one enrollments. So usually for every batch, we will be taking up an enrollment drive on day one. So whoever getting enrolled by tomorrow before the session on day one, I mean, you will be getting this offer price, team. So already our admin team reaching out to you to share the details of yourself in the Google form. If anyone not yet filled the Google form, I request everyone, please fill that Google form so that we can reach out to you for the enrollments, team. And if anyone want to reach out, you can reach out in the number that which we have shared in the chat now, 8179563510. Either through form, you can submit the details. We will be reaching out back through WhatsApp, or you can reach out to us directly in the number that displaying on the slide or in the chat that we have shared, team. So that this is about the course offerings and the program details and the cost of the program. So now over to Abhishek. If you have any doubts, please unmute yourself and we can able to take your doubts, team.
Thanks, Kumar.
Thanks, Abhishek.
All right, team. So now we can move to the question and answer. So yeah, there are a few questions which are there on the chat. So first, I'll take those questions. So one of the questions which came from one of the students is, uh, can you please explain in Fusion is code knowledge is mandatory? Now, here on the very on the beginning of this session, as I have mentioned that there is as such there is no such requirement of having a knowledge on the coding. That is one, and even if you are from the non-ERP background, so uh, that is also absolutely fine, right? Because the application is developed in a way that where without coding knowledge also you can learn how to use the application, how to configure the application, right? So if you don't have the any prior knowledge on the coding, uh, no issue because we'll not be doing coding here. And also if you have from the non-ERP background, that is also absolutely fine. Still we'll be able to understand how the application works.
So any other questions, team, with respective to today's session or any other concerns about anything? Sanjeev, Prashant, Prakash, Pavan.
Okay, so there is one more.
Hi.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hi, Abhishek. This is Rajarshi.
Yeah, sure.
So this is regarding the certification questions actually. So as you said, it is a core module will be GL, AP, FA, AR, CM. So the post the course completion, we have to apply for the certification. Am I right?
That's
So
right.
that will be the certification will be like GL separate, AP separate, FA separate like that, or it will be like a full Fusion Cloud Financial certification.
Right. So what happens is the certification exams which are conducted by Oracle University, so it is module wise, right? So for GL,
Okay.
it's a separate certification. For accounts payable, it's a separate, right? So it is not like one combined certificate for the whole track. So
Okay.
individual module wise, you need to prepare for the certifications, and then you have to apply for the certification exam, and accordingly, you have to prepare for that, right? Now,
Okay.
just as we're talking about the certification, one more thing I would like to inform everyone. So, in comparison to the previously how the certifications were held, so previously it was like more theoretical based where MCQs were there, and you had to choose based upon your subject matter knowledge on the application and also the theoretical knowledge on the various topics, right? But now the certification pattern is also changed, right? It's more the practical based where during the certification exams you'll be getting the access of the application where various case laws or various uh, scenarios will be given to you guys so that you need to configure, and that is where the training becomes very important or very effective, because the approach that we follow during the classes is practical based approach which will help you to cover those topics and prepare for certifications also.
Okay. Thanks. And any idea? I mean, how many questions they ask and what is the duration? Like that? Any?
Yeah, that is something I can share in the upcoming classes. Yeah,
Okay.
because
Sure. Sure. Sure.
they have a
Sure.
fixed pattern, so I can share you that
Okay.
one.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. Thanks so much, Abhishek.
Thank you. Then let me also go through some of the questions which are there in chat. So, what about reporting? So, yeah, uh, as a part of this training program, there are some reporting tools that will be covering, right? Sorry, any question here? All right. So yeah, we'll be covering the reporting part also, where we'll be having an understanding how the existing reports can be extracted from the system, and even we'll go through one of the reporting tool which is available in Oracle. So we'll understand that tool, how to use that tool in order to create the custom report. So that is something we'll cover. Is financial background is required? So the answer is it is not a mandated thing, I'll say, because many of our consultants who have previously also who have attended and who wanted to take an opportunity in Oracle Fusion Financials, so they didn't have this financial background, right? But yes, what I'll tell you, like apart from this training, yes, as on the financial side, we do have the accounting aspects has to be covered. So that is where we need to put some extra effort to understand those concepts. Otherwise, yeah, it is not mandatory that only a financial background consultant will be able to understand the application. No, it's not like that.
Uh, Hi, Abhishek.
Hi, yeah, sure. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I'm Syed. This is the one
Okay.
related to the financials background.
Mhm.
So I'm having a zero knowledge on the financials,
Mhm.
but I want to procure my career in the next to go ahead with the financials.
Right.
So I might be needing some extra guidelines
Right.
from you related to the financial accounting.
Sure, sure. Yeah. So that is where we have this concept called one-to-one assistance, right? Right. So if you need some additional clarity on the topics and additional guidance, so that is something we'll be able to help you with.
Sure, sure. I'll be. And one more thing, just I want to have a small clarification related to the taxations,
Mhm.
where we will be in the taxation. What are the things we are going to look around, whether it is a GST or US taxations or any other legalization taxations? Which one we are going to take it up?
So what happens here, as mentioned before, taxation is something. It's an additional module which is part of like other modules which are available in the financial suite. But the scope of this training is restricted to the core modules, right? So although we'll be having few discussion on the taxation side, but we'll not be implementing the overall taxation module here.
Okay. So in my current environment, I have a small question related to the one part of
Right.
reverse charge mechanism. So can you give me the overview of that
Right.
in the
Right.
next session? Not now.
Yeah. So what happens is like, as I mentioned, the uh, like the overall audience is a mixed match of freshers and experience. So even like some of the experienced people who are actually working on some projects or with some companies, as and when they have any doubts related to any module, so that is very welcome. So we can like even after the class offline, we can discuss those and also discuss like key insights on those parts. So that is okay. So we can cover those
Sure.
things.
I got it. I got the point. Yeah. Thank you, Abhishek. Thanks for your clarification.
Thank you. Okay.
And there is one,
Sure.
Abhishek, sorry to interrupt you. One
No
more
problem.
thought was related to the certifications. Will you be able to provide some dumps for the latest dumps?
In that case, I'll suggest you to reach our admin team. They'll be they can provide the detailed information on the certification side. Yeah.
Yes, Sayed,
Sorry,
we can
come
able
again.
to help you out. Sayed, we can able to help you out with the dumps. Yes.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you.
Kumar.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, Abhishek. A quick question. I guess probably you might address somewhere. Regarding the e-tax, business tax, do you have separate means session means not is covering in this area or you need to address some other session?
So, in this training program, what we are going to cover, we are going to cover the core modules, right? Apart from that, if you have any specific queries and also that is something we can, cover after the session. But if you're looking for like a specific training on the taxation modules, then that is something I can check with the admin team, like how this can be arranged.
So they're basically looking for advanced global intercompany and e-tax
Right,
and the
right.
business intelligence
Yeah.
reports.
So
In-depth knowledge, in-depth, not just for touching out. So we
right.
need in-depth knowledge you're looking.
Right. So what you can do, you can just with your name, you can mention this query with our admin team, so
Sure.
we can separately look into this.
Sure.
Yeah.
That will be great. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, Abhishek.
Yes, Abhishek. See, related
Hello.
to this advanced modules, as per what our one of the person has asked. So I'll be also interested with those. If you can arrange a separate in collaboration with your admin team, that will be helpful for all the team, I believe.
Okay.
I think many of us are working professionals who can understand in and out of the applications.
Right.
Okay, this is as a request from my end.
Sure. We'll take this up with the admin team.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, Abhishek. This is Prakash Anand.
Yeah. Hi, Prakash.
Yeah. Hi. So will you provide the video files after the session?
Right. So how this works is like, once the session is done, we'll take the recording and then these recordings will be uploaded in the portal. So all the students who have enrolled for this training program, they will be given access of the TrioTech training portal where they'll be getting all these videos available. Right. So this is how it will be.
Is there any time limit?
For the videos, no, it is a lifetime access. Yeah.
Okay. And regarding practice, you are providing the server access. That is, what is the release? May I know?
24C it will be the latest one.
Latest one, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
One more thing. Do you conduct training on SAP as well?
At this moment, no, Prakash. Only we are exclusively dealing with Oracle Fusion applications. We cover other applications as well, HCM, technical, OIC, these components.
I see. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, thank you. That's it.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you, everyone, team. So I request everyone, please reach out to us for the enrollments before the session tomorrow, so that we can able to enroll and we can share the new meeting link for the participants enrolled for tomorrow. So from tomorrow, we are starting the regular classes. Timings will be 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So please do confirm the enrollment so that we can share the new meeting link for the enrolled participants team. So thank you. I would like to thank everyone, and I thank you, Abhishek. So thank you for joining the demo today. Let's join back tomorrow and we'll continue, team.
Yeah. Faiz, I have taken your query, so we'll be covering it in tomorrow's session. As now we are out of the time limit, so yeah, I'll just take it and
Okay.
I'll address it offline. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, Abhishek. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Thanks for
Yeah, thanks,
have a great day.
Abhishek.
Thank you.
I have one more.
Okay.